Hi everyone. Let us proceed to the next zone. So till now, we have covered all the water elements zone, and we have completed the two zones which are in the air element, right? Now we'll talk about the third zone, which is also ruled by the air element. That is the east of southeast direction. Where does it fall? It falls in between the east and southeast. Okay, so 22.5 degrees, which is in between the east and the southeast direction. So this zone has an energy uh, which is a bit negative, depending on perspective. I'll talk about it. Okay, so this is also one of the direction where you can actually have your toilet. Okay, so that is why it is an important zone, because out of the 16 zones, only 3 zones have the energies where you can have the toilet. Okay, so that is why it is very important to understand the energies of this particular zone, which is the east of southeast zone. Also, this zone deals with the very common disease, which is the diabetes or the BP issues. Whenever you have someone in your house who has diabetes or BP issue, you should look into this zone, whether it is imbalanced. Okay, so without wasting any more time, let me switch off my camera and let me switch to the presentation. So what is the energy field in this particular direction? So this is all about analysis. Okay, so whenever you see, there are two things. One is anxiety, another is depression. So anxiety means living in the future. Depression means living in the past. So that is why most meditations or any kind of breathing exercise actually focuses on the present. That is, breathe now. Focus on your breathing. That is nothing but focusing you on the present. Okay, so neither anxiety nor depression. So once you know what anxiety and depression is, you should understand that this particular zone has an energy of anxiety or analysis. See, how does anxiety come? Anxiety is a result of high level of analysis. If you are analyzing a situation so much which has not happened yet, but you are keeping on thinking, okay, what will happen if it goes wrong, what will happen if this goes wrong, so that is nothing but anxiety, right? Before you go on a, let's say, you are, let's say you have a talk, let's say you have a public talk. So before you get on the stage, what you feel is anxiety, right? So you think about what the audience will say, what you think about what I will say, whether I'm looking good or not. So this is nothing but anxiety. Before any interview, what you feel is not depression, it's anxiety, right? You are thinking what could go worse, what could go wrong in the situation. That has not happened, but that might happen. So brain is analyzing the situation according to its experience, right? So that is nothing but the definition of anxiety. So anxiety is a result of analysis. If you do so many analysis, what will happen? It will result in anxiety. So if you have toilet in this particular zone, what will happen? Anxiety is removed, but also with it, your analyzing capability gets destroyed. So you need to understand what you need. If you need analysis in your life, for example, you are in a certain job which needs analysis. Okay, maybe you are in the CBI, Maybe you are a data analyst. You need to analyze. You need to analyze continuously. You need to think. You maybe you are in a research field. You need to do analysis. As simple as that. You are in the R&D. You need to do analysis. So if you have toilet in this particular zone, what will happen? It will remove anxiety. Also, it will remove the analysis capability of the persons. Okay. So you think of it. Whether you want to have a toilet or not, that is dependent on you. If you are not working in certain kind of jobs which involves analysis, or maybe people in your house are facing with problems related to anxiety, then just build a toilet over here. That will solve the problem. Okay. But still, if you are facing problem, if you are let's say having, let's say, a toilet, but you need analytical capability, maybe your job wants it, what you can do, you know how to negate it. You can simply use a steel strip, or you can use a green tape around the toilet. So negative of negative, it's positive. Okay, think of it like this. So basically it is a negative zone if you think from that perspective. Okay. If there is kitchen, what will happen? So again, it will create problems in relationship. So this zone particularly also deals with relationship. Okay, how your relationship will be in a milder sense. But yes, see, anxiety or over analysis, overthinking, this is nothing but is related to relationship, right? It impacts the relationship. So if you have issues like this, so this is a problem, right? So if there is kitchen, what will happen? You can have diabetes, you can have BP issues. See, obviously these are results of high analysis. See, the main reason of diabetes is not food, it's stress. So how stress comes? Through more and more analysis, right? If you are overthinking, if you are thinking the negative part of everything, what will happen? You will have stress. If you have a physical stress, actually you are facing the stress, that will be solved, right? Whether you face it or not, but it is not like a long term thing. Okay, no one is in stress for a longer period of time. It's like happiness, you cannot be happy continuously. It's like sadness, you cannot be sad all the time. There will be ups and downs, right? So stress is also like that. So if you are having continuous stress, what will happen? It will lead to blood pressure, it will lead to diabetes, right? So if there is kitchen in your house in this particular zone, if there is fire element, specifically whenever I talk about the kitchen, I talk about the fire element. If there is any yellow color, let's say, if there is a red color, orange color, that is fire element. So it will also create diabetes, BP problem. It will create clashes in relationship. Okay, so it is better to move to east or southeast. You can put a green slab, but it's always better to move it to east or southeast direction. See, southeast direction is a very good direction for the kitchen. Okay, it is better to move it from here. Next, if you have a bedroom, so you will have clashes in relationship, continuously clashing. Okay, so that is again because of the energy of this particular zone. It is continuously keeping your mind in overthinking, keeping your mind in deep analysis. So that will create problem, right? Various classes, anxiety issues. And but yes, students, for example, or maybe someone who is in the job or who is doing business, office from home, for them this particular direction is very good. You can utilize it. Okay, you can utilize it in that way. But maybe your office table is here, that way it is very good. But for peace, this is not the zone. For work, this is the zone. This is the difference. Okay. Next thing is okay, I think I covered everything. So temple, if there is temple, so there will be again diabetes, BP issues, and problems in relationship, and anxiety issues, same. Okay. So this is not a very favorable direction. So this is considered as one of the negative directions in the 16 zones. Right? There are 3 negative zones. So one zone is of anxiety, second zone is of disposal, third zone is of depression. So in these 3 directions you can put a toilet. Okay. So you need to remember this. So this is very important zone. If you are having a toilet here, it is fine. You might be weak in analysis, and but if your job doesn't want it, it is a good thing. Okay, at least you will have peace in your life. So that's it for this video, and you also know the anti-colors, what to use, what not to use, favorable colors. This is a simple air element, so you know how to use it, right? So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something new, and please make a note of it. If there is any doubts, any queries related to this zone, please feel free to comment. Let me know. I'll try to answer. And please go and check in your house whether there is any disbalances in this particular zone, right? So see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.